Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today's GFG problem of the day is median of the subarrays. The problem is hard, and the problem states that given an array A of n integers and an integer m, the task is to count the number of subarrays which have median m. Median of an array is defined as below. If n is odd, the median value is the number that is in the middle after sorting the array. If n is even, the median value is the left of the two middle numbers after sorting the array. So first of all, we will understand what the median in math stands for. So median of the numbers is that says that we have a number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if the length of the numbers is odd, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the length is odd, so that 5, then the middle element which is here will be the median of this array. Be a number which is we take equal numbers left to the number, equal numbers right to the number, but here we don't have any middle elements, so we take a number 2, take the number 2 as a median. Why? Because the left element, the left hand side, the number less than 2 is 1, and the right hand side, the number greater than 2 is 2. So the maximum difference could be right minus left should be 1. So in case of even numbers, the we can take the median which has the numbers 1 greater than the numbers which are less than the number 2. If in case you didn't understand, let me explain it again. I What I want you to understand, that if the length is odd, then it is clear that the middle element of the array will be the median, so that the numbers left hand side to the number 2 and right hand side to the number which are 2, the count of numbers which are less than 3 is 2, and the count of numbers which are greater than 3 is 2. So in case of odd elements, the count on the left hand side should be equal to the count on the right hand side, and the number which will be median is 3. So in case of even elements, when we have the even number of elements, as we have the equal count on the left and equal count on the right, so the left equals to right, and the median was 3. So in case of even elements, we can have our median as left equals to as left elements count is 1 and right element count is 2, which are greater than 2 is 2, and the number of elements less than 2 is 1. We can have the median which has the number of elements greater than that element is 1 greater than the left. If we have the count of 2 here and count of 1 here, then the median will be 2. So here in the problem we are given the median, so we don't have to find the median. We are given an array 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. We are already given an array and we have to find the median. We have to find the sub arrays which contain the median 2. We are already given the median which is 2. So what are those sub-arrays which contains the median as 2? So we have the sub-array 2. 2 is itself a sub-array of itself, and 2, 2, 1, 3, which will be, when we will sort, which comes to 1, 2, 3. So that the odd numbers are there is the length of odd numbers, and the middle element is 2, and we have the left count is equals to the right count. So the median will be 2. So the count is 1, count is 2. We have two numbers, and the third will be 2, 1, 3, 5. So when we sort this element, we get the 1, 2, 3, 5. As I told you earlier, if the length of the array is even, we have the element which is just which has the left elements less than the less than one on the of the right elements. The count of numbers less than 1 is 1, and the count of numbers greater than less than 2 is 1, and the count of number greater than 2 is 2, and the difference is 1. So how we will approach this question? What we will do, we will do that we will take a number 2, 1, as the array is given 2, 1, 3, 5, 4. We will take this number as, what we will do is we will set this number 2 as an 0, and actually what What will be the approach? The approach will be that if we have the element 2, so we will place the elements lesser than 2 on the left hand side, and the greater than 2 is on the right hand side. So we will have this array. The number less than 2 will be on the left hand side, the greater than 2 will be on the right hand side. But we have this array and we cannot change it. So what we will do is the number lesser than 2 we will mark as -1, and the number greater than 2 will be marked as 1, and the median will mark as 0, so that we count the prefix sum array of zeros and ones. So how we will do it? We will do it in such a way that if we have 2, then we will mark it our median as 0. And when we will move in the array, so if the 1 is lesser than 2, then we will mark it as -1. If the 3 is greater than 2, we will mark it as 1. If the 5 is greater than 2, we will mark it as +1. If the 4 is greater than 2, we will mark it as +1. So now we will count the sub arrays which have the prefix sum as 0, or I want to say that if we have 2, it is a sub array, we will mark it as 0, count will be 1. ठीक है. Count will be 1. So another subarray which will 2 1 3. So what I told you, that mark 2 as 0, mark 1 as -1, mark 3 as +1. What is the prefix sum array of this? 0. Increase the count. So in case of the third subarray, which is 2 1 3 5, what I told you, that if we sort it, what we will get? 1 2 3 5. This is the even length of array, and this will be the median, and the left element is 1, the right element greater than 2 is 2. So when we mark it, so when we mark it 2 1 3 5, 2 as 0, 1 as -1, 3 as 1, 5 as 1, what we get? Prefix as a prefix sum array, what do we get? 0 minus 1 1, it is 0, and plus 1. So that's why we are taking the count of subarrays which are having sum as 0 and sum as 1, including that median. So we got 1 and we increase the count. What we got? 3. What our answer was? 3. So this will be our approach to do the question. So let's come on the code to explain you